Welcome to the newsroom. This is our headquarters here in Chizhova for all the latest articles, stories from the court cases going on here. I believe we do have a connection with Carolina. Carolina?
Thank you, Koi. We're in Chizhova on MICC, which stands for Model International Criminal Court, and basically what we do here is we are having a little insight what the ICC is all about. We have almost 60 participants, and people who had the longest road are basically from United States and Uganda. And as you can see, the view is amazing and the snow is beautiful.
Thank you, Carolina. Things seem to be happening pretty fast here. Now, our latest update is Milan Strakovsky. He has been accused of calling for actions against the government within the unions. Massacres are beginning to occur of policemen and strikes are breaking out. We're going to our latest in the courtroom where the first trial is being held.
I'm going to ask legal organs about most controversial issues about this trial. Just follow me. For what penalty are you going to plead for, Mr. Kubanek?
It's a secret. I cannot tell you what we're gonna do during this trial, but my expectation is just, we can just test ourselves, and I think it's a good exercise for us, and also we are very serious in this case, and I hope that we're gonna win.
How about your preparations, even before you came here?
I feel like we're prepared. The case is good. We've done our research, we've collected all the evidence, and the case is solid. So it's up to us to convince the judges and see how it goes from here. But the team is prepared and we're ready to take this to the next step.
So now we are going to the judge room and we will see. They are looking quite focused on the trial, and they are preparing so the last details.
I have been judged in my country at the domestic level in the constitutional court. It was also modulation. So I have some kind of experience, but not enough.
What are you working on right now?
I'm working on a case and issue 1 Milan Strakovsky. We are trying to put some questions and whether the Strakovsky's claim against crimes against humanity or not. We're trying to get some interesting questions to see how the defense and prosecutors are going to react, so we can get our final decision and judgment.
So as I can see, you're trying to predict the line of defense?
So we could be prepared, and so we could better watch the trial and be better prepared.
So now I'm going to look for a defender, and I hope that I'll be lucky. I'm going to ask Professor Jens what's going on. Why no defender has come? What happened? Do you know?
I cannot tell you at the moment. I presume that they are still printing their cases. And I mean, we're now 15 minutes late, so that's more than acceptable, I would say.
We are before the first trial. Everyone is very excited about the whole trial and, of course, about the verdict. And the defender team has come.
In our opinion, prosecution has no chance to prove that he did the crimes which fall under Article 7 of the Rome Statute, namely crimes against humanity.
Okay, so everything can happen during the trial.
Yeah, everything can happen, but we are well prepared to defend Milan Strakovsky, and we know that we give the ball back to the prosecution, and now it's their task to prove that Milan Strakovsky did committed crime against humanity, and we don't think that it will happen.
Things never seem to stop here in the newsroom. We've got Paulina on the other end of the feed talking to our prosecutors, defense, and judges for this very important case. Paulina, it's over to you.
Thank you, Koi. Now I'm going to ask some crucial questions. First of all, welcome to the Andriy Klimovich from the judge team. Tell us the verdict.
Hi, Paulina. Our verdict was that Milan Strykovsky is not guilty in the crime against humanity because we haven't all elements of the crime in this situation. And we decide that we can't punish him for the crime against humanity.
Thank you, Andriy. Now it's time for comments. Welcome to Susan Urambe from the prosecution team. What's your comment about the verdict?
Well, I think the verdict was fair because we had 4 elements to prove. We proved 3, and we failed to prove 1 about the civilian population. So, in those circumstances, at least the accused should be given a chance to be acquitted. So it's fair.
Thank you, Susan. And now let's say the opposite part. Welcome to Milad Ahmadi from the defense team. I suppose you are very pleased with the verdict, aren't you?
Yes, we in the defense team are very pleased about the result of the trial. As the member of the judgment team already said, our client just tried to defend the rights of the protesters who were oppressed by the government and by the armed police forces, and they cannot be called as a civilian population at all, and that's why we are very happy about the result.
Thank you, Milad, and thank you to all my guests. And now we are going to the studio. Koi?
Okay, guys, that's all we can do for TV news right now. We're running out of time. We've got to finish the newspaper, as you can see in our final edition. But I appreciate your time, and good night and good luck. Thank you.